with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Play action. It's Fields. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker. 64 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Ready. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 9 now. And this is going to be intercepted. And now look at him go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Fields going right back to Smith-Njigba. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Ready. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go. Black shot. Set, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to...
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And the Raiders have got him. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
3rd and long. It's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown Raiders! A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. Fields now to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think?
Here we go.
Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
You know, last week I remember asking you what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason. Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
Down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Fields. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 5. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Out of the gun, Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 32 yards. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. An even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 16-yard line.
Here we go. 2nd down and 3. They're going to look to throw. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong...
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
Let's go.
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He finds his man complete. It's Walton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Duggan now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing. Duggan. He finds his man complete. It's Walton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run.
Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go, son.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now it's the backup Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Here's the give to McIntosh. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. This is McIntosh. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second down, here's McIntosh. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll run with McIntosh. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Option play, McIntosh. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Go.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawks field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brings up second and a yard at the 49-yard line.
Here's Duggan to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching